Uh-oh. Written in C++, based. Well, have you guys been living under a rock? Apparently, Notepad++ is having a bad day. Motherfucker didn't want to put it on Mac OS or Unix. I don't feel sorry for him anymore. It's like a 10 right now. I forgot to eat dinner. And I forget how good my mic is sometimes. But what you know is yummy? A Note++ hack and software trust. Just because it's open source doesn't mean it can't be targeted or psyoped. Is there a faster... Guys, look, Lunduke. Let's see if... Will you test my Eep site? It doesn't work. Guys, sorry for the Lunduke scare. Let's see if let's see if he thinks it's woke now. When I try to go to your site, it talks something about JavaScript. It's like, will you please turn on JavaScript? And I'm like, no. JavaScript enemy. Enemy number 1. What do you have on there, on your site? Man, can somebody give me like a 60-second version of this? Interesting. 2 years ago, this man was like, "There's a critical problem with Notepad++." Oh my God, no! The shorts are always the worst. Eep site mean? Yeah, it's not running. No, apparently there was a hack 2 years ago. Man, seven minutes though.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here, and Game from Scratch with a very important message if you use Notepad++. Now, if you've never heard of Notepad++, it is a text editor.
You should instead query my Eep site through reg.itp. Okay. What's up, Koshner? It's good to always have the standard yelling emoji among peers. Let me see. Damn it. Yeah, this is what happened with the other one. I don't know what's going on. I wonder if I turned off something that's causing this. You know what I could do? Add you to my address book. Oh yeah, I'm retarded. What's the site again? Billy Gaming I2P. Gets hacked live. There we go. Not secure. Hell yeah. The first 9 minutes of just me eating and thinking. Let's see. While that loads.
Plus. That's where the name comes from. You'll see I did a video back before ending up X. These things like plus.
Okay. I'm just going to have the internet explain it. I can't watch 7 minutes of this. But first, let's see what I have about 470 peers, so it should work. It's redirecting. That reminds me. No redirect yet. What's up, Bussin'? Boolin. We're gonna look at the, because it's kind of funny. Yesterday we talked about like a level of trust, and the website is not reachable. The website is offline. There's a network connection, or your router is not yet well integrated with the peers. You may want to retry. Billy lied to me. He said his site was ready. Embarrassing. The fuck happened to Notepad Plus? Never mind. I don't use it. It was a long time ago since I used it. But we're gonna look at the concept of trust in a sense and why it's important. Because we talked about software. I never use this. I never use this app more. Use this more app. It's really common. It's a very known and loved app. I think you just need more peers. No, I have enough peers. I have 18. I have 372 fast. I have high capacity. I have flood fill. It's pretty active. It's enough peers, Billy. Oh, here we go. We finally got it. Welcome. I am Billy, a computer tech enthusiast. I thought we'd try setting up an EAP site, I2P site, especially since I recently got I2P and CubesOS working based. I love it. My favorite Linux distro is Gen 2 Linux. On second thought, I love Gen 2 Linux and Void Linux equally. I believe this is the end game for me. Don't even try recommending anything else. My favorite BSD is NetBSD. It's lightweight and fast. I also own a Raspberry Pi 4. It hosts a CRX NG, currently not hosting it through I2P, Pi-hole with Unbound, and my I2P router. Contact me. I always use Libre or Joplin or text in the terminal. Yeah. There's probably a good, healthy amount of simplicity in software, but from my basic understanding of what happened, it's kind of crazy. It's because apparently Notepad++ supports like Taiwan as an independent country. I don't know if that's true, but that's why Notepad++ have met people at a very Chinese time of their life. My favorite meme, actually. My favorite current meme. CubesOS based. You should get Gen 2 Linux and Void working in CubesOS so you can have compartmentalization in a very based and cool way. I2P eSite hosting is much simpler than normal web hosting. Yeah, it seems like it is. I would like to eventually find a way to mirror my blog on I2P. That'd be kind of cool. I can just copy all the files and just put them there eventually. But it is based. It is cool. I'm assuming the documentation is very easy to do it. Where is it mostly downloaded? In what region? Oh, Notepad Plus was originally for, I don't know how much was downloaded, but it was originally meant for the Windows system, so we can look at that. Oh, go away, IRT. You can actually forward a local port to IDP network. Oh, like open a port is what you're saying? To my I2P network? Website. Web server, there we go. Yes, the docs go over how to set it up with Apache and Nginx. Wait, is your port open? I thought you didn't. I'm pretty sure you don't have to open ports with I2P. It's like Tor. Highlight and copy Apache NZ is an alternative option to the built-in web server. Oh, I would just use the built-in. Active jump service includes. Okay, I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out later. Seems cool. So Notepad++, sometimes MPP or NPP, is a text and source code editor for use for Microsoft Windows. It supports tab editing, which allows to work with multiple open files in one window. The program's name comes from the C postfix increment operation. Notepad++ is released as a free and open source software under the GNU General Public License, GPL3, or later. The project was originally hosted on the SourceForge software repository, from where it was downloaded over 28 million times. It was twice won the SourceForge Community Choice Award for Best Developer Tool. The project moved to Tux Family and then GitHub in 2015 to present. Notepad++ used the Synatilia editor component. Yeah, you use the built-in based. China has historically been identified as having a very high number of users and downloads. Oh yeah, of course. They still get access to stuff on the internet. Notepad++ development began in 2003 by Don Ho, a former computer science of Paris Detroit University. Ho first used JetX, a Java-based text editor, at his company, but was dissatisfied with the poor performance, and he began to develop a text editor written in C++ and Celtenia? I don't know how to pronounce that. Is that Spanish? Is a free and open source library that provides a text editing component function with the emphasis on advanced features for source. Oh, okay. He developed in his spare time, since the idea was rejected by his company. Notepad++ was built as a Microsoft Windows application. The author considered but rejected the idea of using WX widgets to port to other macOS and X and Unix platforms. Notepad++ was first released on SourceForge. In 2010, the U.S. government obliged U.S.-based open source project to host deny access from Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Saudi, and Syria to comply with U.S. law. As a response, with the developer felt was violation of free and open source software. In 2010, Notepad++ moved out of the U.S. territorial jurisdictions by releasing a version on Tux Family in France. Some community services, Notepad++, such as the Formers and Bug Tracker, remained on SourceForge until 2015. And, yo, what's up? In 2011, Lifehacker described Notepad++ as the best programming text editor for Windows, stating that if you prefer a simple, lightweight, and extensible programming plain text editor, our first choice is the free and open source Notepad++. Lifehacker criticized its user interface, stating that, in fact, fairly ugly. Luckily, you can do a lot of customization, links, blah, blah, blah. In 2014, Lifehacker renders voted Notepad++ as the most popular text editor, with 40% of the 16,000 respondents specifying is their most loved editor. Has anyone actually used this shit? In 2015, Stack Overflow conducted a worldwide developer survey. Notepad++ was voted the most used text editor worldwide with 34%. Emacs has a Windows build. Notepad++ is obsolete. True. Apparently not. Apparently people still use this. Claiming Stack Overflow, the more things change, the more I like it. Those are written in JavaScript with Notepad++ on the Windows machine. No, said no one ever. JavaScript hater here. In 2015, in response to the staff hijacking of the projects hosted on the SourceForge, Notepad++ left SourceForge completely, with the forms being moved to Node.bb and the bug tracker to GitHub. 2019, the website Notepad++org moved to Hostinger. In 2025, state-sponsored hackers suspected to be APT31 hijacked the update functionality for Note++ by compromising the hosting provider. Damn. The organizations in East Asia were targeted, redirecting their updates to malicious servers for several months to deliver malware. The issue was resolved by migrating to a more secure host and enforcing stronger update verification. The mechanism of the attack involved a modification to the Note++ updater, gup.exe, with the modifications introduced into Notepad++ version 8.888, where the executable obtained the latest application version, https notepad++.org update get downloader php. I don't get the point of Emacs either. But Emacs is not just a text editor. I have to correct. It is more than a text editor. You can do a lot with Emacs, surprisingly. Where the retrieved file then saved to a temporary directory, executed, the connection could be a TLS intercepted at the ISP level, allowing to download and be redirected to any URL. And although a legitimate update files used a self-signed root certificate, the updater does not perform thorough checks for tampering. As a result, gup.exe executes a malicious payload named update.exe to obtain 95179.213.0 containing a NSIS installer, which creates an app data Bluetooth directory, extract files, sets the directory to hidden, and executes Bluetooth service exe with the result payload. Then sideloads a malicious DLL, which loads the shellcode file into memory and then decrypts and executes, allowing command and control over the computer by an attacker from 614.102.97 using a web interface. Emacs is my favorite text editor. Emacs is not a text editor. It's more. That's crazy. Plugins, political messaging. Note++ is notable for being vocal in politics, particularly in human rights, in support of Ukraine in the Russian-Ukraine war. Most users in China were unable to reach the SourceForge.net from June 24 of 2008. This led to the widespread belief that China has banned SourceForge.net in retaliation for the boycott banner. In 2015, Notepad++ website was hacked by activists from the Falega team, who objected to an Easter egg endorsing Gensus Charlie. The Falega team had been linked to ISIL and is also believed to be responsible for the 2017 hacking of the website British National Healthcare Service. In 2019, Notepad++ released a version codenamed Free Ugar. In the release notice, the author expressed concerns that hundreds of thousands Uyghurs have been subjected to political indoctrination and sometimes even torture in the, I think that's Xinjiang re-education camp. He called for an additional pressure on the Chinese government to stop their oppressive actions and crimes. The software dedicated site came to a distribution denial of service attack, and its GitHub issue page was bombarded with nationalist rhetoric, though it later recovered after being moved behind Cloudflare's anti-DDoS service. Wow. No, they released a version codenamed Stand with Hong Kong. Oh yeah, that's with probably the Hong Kong riots. In retaliation, Chinese browsers developed a Tencent QQ browser and WeChat's built-in browser, Alibaba UC Browser 360, and suddenly started blocking the official site's download page, but not others. It's kind of crazy. In February 2022, Notepad++ released a version codenamed Declare Variables Not War. Author codenamed Russian invasion of Ukraine. Make apps not war. Oh yeah, this was, and I think this is what did it. In summer of 2024, Notepad Plus released an update supporting Taiwan, including supporting Taiwan's sovereignty, support Taiwan's independence, and support Taiwan's return to the UN. In 2024, Notepad Plus showed support for Ukraine again with a release in words Elon via Zelensky, in a world of Elon via Zelensky, and another criticism of Elon Musk with leaving X for Blue Sky. Wow, interesting. So, but 7 months is crazy. So you could have this, not even know, for several months, and it potentially could be doing malicious stuff in the background. And this is open source at the end of the day. And because it's open source, that means you have now people looking with their eyes peeled at this kind of software. With a bug and a vulnerability that long, you would think that somebody would have caught it by then, even though a lot of people always use open source as a form of security, when in reality it's just a level of trust. But again, if we go back and look at Ken Thompson's point that you can hide software. Should I set up HTML blog, simple HTML files, hyperlinks to the post in the main blog? Sure. I hate HTML. I'm more of a markdown enjoyer. I would say even in perspective, it's probably good to make sure that your software is getting updates, but maybe not connect to the internet as much as possible. Would Cube's OS have stopped this meme? You can have a website without HTML. Yeah, Markdown. I mean, you can. There's something called Hugo. It's completely written in Markdown. That's weird. Okay. Wow, yeah, that was so I guess the Chinese met them at a very Chinese time. Notepad Plus met them at a very Chinese time tour. I do miss the early 2000s strange websites, and I was thinking of Maybe I could find a list. I remember I did used to go on pointer. It's not really weird. Cow bounce. Eel slap. Nope. Endless horse. The nicest place on the internet. Hacker type. Zumbo.com. Which is an audio loop welcoming you to Zumbo. They're never weird. They're always like normal. And here's the pop-up. Okay. Paper toilet. Zoom quit. Find the invisible cow. Somewhere in the world and see it from someone else's home. That's kind of cool. RGB. Maybe weird tour sites. I always do wonder how people find weird, maybe search forms. No, dig is something with AI. What's this? I would even say that maybe there's some not Bob. There's some strange sites I can find on there too. Oh, this is something in German. Damn it. Oh. Can I... I don't speak German. DuckDuckGo. ITP search. A good tour search engine is a Heim. Yeah. Probably right. Oh. It's just search. Brave search, dig, shoot. Oh, it's not even around. I thought EAP is a search engine. Yeah, discover hidden services and access to I2P sites. Onion hosting. Discover dark website and services. Oh, wow. Oh, these haven't been updated in a while. Something with Cantonese. The other ones don't filter the no-no sites. True. I always forget ITP sites could be like kind of anywhere. You got to be careful with the no-no sites. Unleash your friendly custom movie by clicking on it. Please solve the caption. God damn. That's what I hate about Tor. 2 o'clock, right? No, 2:01. That's definitely 2:01. Damn. Why don't you want to try Vormweb? It is the best Tor engine in my opinion. I can't speak German. Oh no. Is this 12:20? Pretty sure you'll see please solve the CAPTCHA because it'll be AI. Yeah, I know. 452. I mean, this is old. This isn't like a new thing. This is how. Damn. 452. Oh. Clock, CAPTCHA, look for 3 characters. Oh, I gotta do both. Dude, Vormina exists in English as well. You can select the upper right corner, EN. Oh. Oh no. I'm retarded. Um, 452. Clock CAPTCHA. Look for 3 chairs. Oh, WWP? Yeah, that's ass. Oh my god. TYN. It's like 149. Really bad at this. Oh, 457? I'm retarded. JLW? It's what? 11, 10, 14? 10, 14. Yeah, come on. No. Fuck you and your forbidden balls. Okay. Oh, that's what the word. I didn't know that. Guess I'm. I didn't know this shit meant English. I don't speak German. We, as the Voldemort project, finally done with optimization of our websites and projects. Thus, we have set an important cornerstone. Oh, PGP signature is the announcement. A few months, but now the large scale optimization works. Okay, what do we need to look? What should we look for? Or search Dig AI. Also search for the original hidden wiki. There's most tour. Oh, I can't spell it. The hidden wiki. Warning. Risky. Another hidden wiki. Risky, risky, risky. Oh, nice. It tells you. Actually, let me do it off screen. When I hear the word risky, I'm like, let me not do this. Ooh, version 3. More commercial links, everything else. Daniel, I remember that Daniel Wynn. Daniel, I think it was like Daniel's List. Dig Deeper, Spyware Watchdog, 256 Chan. What the fuck is that? Pico Chan, Onion Share, Hunix, Cubes, Secure Jabber. What's that? Watching a Supernatural while watching you. That's a good combination. I've never watched Supernatural. That's the one with the sex call, right? Something about vampires. Nano-chan is an interesting place. Yo, CIA.gov. They have a wiki. We are the nation's first. Yep, they do. That's funny. Shadow Wiki. Be alive, be alive, be alive. Okay. Interesting. I do like these sites. No, that was small though. Oh, okay. There are many different hidden wikis. The original hidden wiki I can only find using I'm in search engine. Same thing, right? Okay, what software are you using? Nmac? Namac? It's a statically generated sites from a series of files. Basic tutorial found here. Where's the region table? Coming soon. Can I own invite? Do you have an active link icon for web ring use? The original Hidden Wiki got way more websites. The original Hidden Wiki link starts with ZK and ends with quad. This is how you know which one I'm talking about. Oh, okay. I like finding the skits sites though. the Nano Markdown Converter NMAC. Oh. You can do it. Oh, you can also do it via eepsite. Oh my god, the whatever the fuck people like license, my favorite. A good license. A base license, actually. Pretty sure that's what it is. Do whatever the fuck you want public license. Choose freedom. Do whatever the fuck you want. Truly the most based license, actually. That's how I should do all my licenses. I got stuff like a bunch blogs and whistleblower sites, even one for the North Koreans. I'm assuming North Koreans know how to get on the internet now. Let me see if I can find it. It starts with ZQK. Huh. Let me take this off real quick, just in case. Let me guide you. Search for Heim. Heim. It looks like it's not in use. There it is. Found it. Call me Hacker Man. I'd be investigating. Let me get some water before I read and look and find sites. See you later, Billy. Just avoid the no parts, of course. ClearNet search engine for Tor hidden services. The hidden wiki. Guns market. Anonymity and security. CryptoStorm. I remember crypto. I remember. Get good sleep though. Continue on your vlog later. I remember when. CryptoStorm I thought was like crazy. I was like, wow, a very based VPN, and they accept Monero and Bitcoin. I don't know what these things are. Well, I wasn't really. Buy what you need, pay with Monero. Wikipedia based. CrySP carries out research in the areas of cryptography, security, and privacy. Of course. SMS for sats, by the way, is pretty dead. Tor Project, blogs, essays. Darknet Live. Flashlight, Deep Web News. Tor Metrics, The Interceptor, Fearless adversarial journalism that holds the power to accountable. Yeah, whatever. Beneath VT, Exploring Virginia Tech's Steam. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Go Beyond, a blog about politics, potatoes, and technology. Tor. Wow. A depository of all knowledge about the world works. Apocalypse Preparing. Mail Tor. Mail to Tor is a free anonymous email service made to protect your privacy. I think most of those are bullshit. Elude In is a privacy-based mail service, and Bitcoin Monero Exchange. Proton. Remember C Templar? I don't think they're around. I think that's the one that Sector City. I remember this. Simple chat room applications. Super Bay, the Pirate Bay forums. Recon, a market forum. Whistleblowing. CNN. Cuckmail is the better one. Oh, are you talking about Cockmail? It's okay. My favorite is actually Pissmail. The more based one. Lefty Chan welcomes Serbia. Lefty Poll. Lefty Poll is an image where users can post anonymously. Pitch is cool. Or are you talking about Cuckmail is something I missed? There's Cockmail. Cockmail is... Cockmail's okay. The problem is Pissmail sounds funnier. Is a cell of revolutionaries serving oppressed massives. Go away, pigeon. They're cool. They're funny. But I think they glow a little bit. Looking for North Korean intelligence informants. That seems... Okay. That's dead. That's dead. That's dead. English. You should run Cubes OS. JK. Tiny Core, if you have limited resources. Can I open the door? Oh. This seems like a fucking honeypot. Like, this is directly from North Korea, actually. This is how they're, like, tricking their people. If you open this door, your future will change. AKA, we will execute you. Yeah, TinyCore is cool. You should never trust any site that talks like that. That just seems... Can we see... I'm not a web developer, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Or it's... I mean, the FBI doesn't give a shit. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Just a question: why you not use Tor browser in the highest safety settings? Because I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not. If I'm doing anything actually like. If I'm doing anything actually like where I'm investigating stuff and I care about the highest level OPSEC, I would first run it inside Tails and then I would run it at the highest security setting. Not on my fucking desktop. But why TinyCore? Because it's very low resourced and very based. There's damn small Linux too. Like very tiny resources, hence the name TinyCore. By the way, I got a message from Tor Project to use Snowflake add-on in my browser. Yeah, it's cool. It helps people that live in decentralized areas. It kind of runs proxy so that people can fight censorship that have Tor. It's cool. It's a cool project. I use it. I think most people should, if they legally can and they have a spare Pi running around, just to run a normal relay, personally, because I think that it helps decentralize the network and makes it better, or run I2P, because the longer you run it, the better it is for the network, and it helps with the peer-to-peer connections. That's the best free thing you can do that doesn't cost you actual money, especially if you have a computer that's sitting around that you're not using. Blow this whistle. Follow the money. Oh, this is just a site to I2P on the Pi. Yeah, you can run it. Oh. Darknet hosting on a secure Gen 2 hardened platform based. Fraud GTP, Hellform. Hell is a private forum and marketplace for hacking. Are you here? You can buy 0 days. Yeah. Buy membership invite. Yeah, this is fucking doesn't accept Monero. Unbased. Oh, forget. This is the one that I think Tor users, please beware of fake forget honeypot links. Get real URL from forget CA. I've seen fake URLs point to a reverse proxy for my hidden service, and yes, they start with forget web too. Be safe, my loves. Will. This is cool. Search for MPass. Pass and also get linux.edu. Forget CA, forget CA, forget CA. Running on V8. What is the meaning of like? I'll look for more onion links. This is super cool. Let me go back and do Huge leak database. Leaked Instagram users and passwords. Probably the longest onion index, both version 2. Otherwise, leaked data for Bashy. Some people could just not know either. Database of National Indonesian Army. So is it a I2P router? Yeah. When the government planned to censor ClearNet, I wanted to find chat rooms on Tor. This is why I know these sites if you have questions. Oh. Yeah, I figured. Fuck Facebook. That's funny. Security in a box is primarily to help global community of human rights defend who's puts the work in it. Okay. No Trace Project. Natural. Discover nature's psychoactive abundance. Outer space. Knowledge. Your guide for everything Tor. Security in a box. Kick Secure. Land Chad. This is Land Chad, a site dedicated to turning internet peasants into internet landlords by showing them how to set up websites, email services, chat services, and everything in between. That's kind of cool. That's very chat and based. Icarus Project, fake book. You know all the digital ID and chat control base. Yeah, it is a problem, and I still think people should figure out. I mean, they should still contact their representatives if they can, and do something proactively too. I believe that going to like these sites and like getting some form of decentralized way to prevent censorship and creating information about. Like spreading information about privacy and not just privacy, security, but open source options out there, decentralized options out there that don't rely on centralized code, service, etc., etc., etc. I think those are all good things to do. I don't think that it's a lazy approach to be like convincing your friends to use like something is even as simple as Signal is better than them using bullshit SMS. Fedbook, true. Free competitors, please search for any software which you would like a free software. Tech guides for anarchists. Hacking conference archive. Kernel is a small, funny, friendly, talented. You need to do action research or write anonymous communique. You want a quick overview of advice for all anarchists. Let's see what the recommendations are. Graphene OS, Tails, Cubes OS, C. This is from 2024. Quitch, which is cool. And peer-to-peer. Simple XChat is cool. There used to be a YouTube alternative on Tor called DarkTube, but it seemed to get taken down recently. It got basically weed content. There was a site like that back when I was growing up that was all. I don't know if it's even still around, but it was a super cool site. that was just very weed based. It was like super. It's probably not even around. That'd be super funny. Oh yeah, it's gone. Uh, oh, that's funny. I can still find old websites. Man, this is very nostalgic. Oh my god. That's funny. It's cool looking at old, like, that's what I like, the internet. Um, Fedbook JK? No, you're not wrong about the Fedbook. It's cool, like, when people archive sites, to be completely honest, it's very, because then you can just go back and be like, this is awesome. This was what I was like in, like, 10 years ago. Oh man, I forgot about this. I wonder if they had a tour site ever. Damn. Actually, I wonder if I can archive that site just to be funny. I might have to. Oh no. Damn it. Hmm. I never did make a MySpace page. Oh, cool. I was too young. Too young, Jay. What are you talking about? You're like late 40s, early 40s, late 30s. Let's see. Actually, there's a lot of things I did not get to do. Maybe that's it. That'd be so dumb. Huh? Ooh, yikes. Damn, they're not gonna let me. Whatever. I did already make MySpace. Okay, cool. Pretty much Signal, PGP email. Wow, XMPP clients. Regardless of the client, an XMPP server will always be able to see your contact list. Additionally, server sides, administrators, law enforcement can inject arbitrary messages, modify address books, log passwords, and clear text and act as a middleman. Matrix. Matrix has a problem that inherent in the federated networks, terrible metadata leakage, and data ownership. It has no forward secrecy, and the Element client has a large attack surface, and there's a long list of other issues. What's more, the developers are very friendly with various national police agencies. Woo. And Telegram, obviously. Let's see these. Okay, we'll read this. I have some concerns about the Matrix Protocol, not the movie that came out recently, though. I do have concerns about that as well. I've been watching the project for a long time, and it seems more promising alternatives to many protocols like IRC, XMPP, and Signal. The review may sound a bit negative because it focuses on those concerns, and I'm the operator of an IRC network where people keep asking me to bridge it with Matrix. I have myself considered just giving up on IRC and converting to Matrix. This space is a living document to explore my research that problem space. The TDLR is, no, I'm not setting up a bridge just yet, I'm still on IRC. This article was written over the course of the last 3 months, but I have been watching the Matrix Project for years. My logs seem to say 2016. This article is rather long. It will likely take you an hour to read, so copy this over your ebook reader, your tablet, or your dead trees, and lean back and relax. I show you around the Matrix. Wow, an hour to read? Well, we're just going to bookmark this, and we're going to... This was updated in 2022. This will be a bookmark, and I will do a live stream about it, because that seems much cooler, much more based, and these are all pretty recent. Encrypted traffic interception on Hesner and Lino targeting the largest Russian XMPP Jabber messaging service from 2023. So these are only a couple years old. They're not 13-minute read. Nice. I will keep these open, and we will look at them again. Very cool. And I will be trying some other streaming software very soon. I will be testing some new streaming software that's free and open source. And we'll look into maybe some of this stuff is outdated and not relevant anymore. But guys, I will see you in the next live stream. I appreciate everyone coming by and commenting so that YouTube knows I'm a real person and I don't hate them and I love all their policies. Make sure to close your blinds or you will get 500 years of bad luck and be visible.